Yeah, so electric skateboards, I saw that market shrinking firsthand. I saw one of my biggest competitors who was very well funded, hit bankruptcy. And I saw every year it kind of shrinking a little bit. The attention online was less, web traffic was down, everything. And I also kind of fell out of love with electric skateboards because when I first got into it, it was something that was fun and I thought had a ton of utility, but as I started selling them, I realized I wasn't actually going after any car miles or anything. It was just a hobby, fun item. It wasn't necessarily a transportation solution. And that was actually pretty discouraging after time. And I wanted to have more of an impact on the world. So I basically scrapped the project and said, all right, let's try to find the next thing. Well, it was actually my parents that begged me to do an electric bike for them. They knew I had just done electric skateboards. I had years of experience with hub motor technology. And it was something that I could easily apply my skill set to. And they didn't want to spend $3,000 on an electric bike. That was just a reality. And I go and I look into it and I, kind of recruit my childhood best friend to work on it with me. He just graduated with his mechanical engineering degree. And we kind of designed our first version. But before we even did that, we created a business plan. And the business plan was 15, 20 pages. I actually keep it right in my desk, our original business plan. And it's pretty insane how much we executed to it to the T, and the information we consumed to drive that this is a market that we actually want to tackle. So during our research, we found that the bicycle is the single most efficient form of transportation, and the electric bicycle is the most efficient form of motorized transportation. Well, that kind of checks the box of something that's important to me, of having a purpose of why I'm doing this. I want to take car miles off the road. I want to provide cleaner, accessible transportation. So that kind of checked the box. Then the market opportunity, I looked at it and saw, holy smokes. I was going through these reports in Europe and I was seeing their penetration rate of electric bicycles to the bicycle market in places like Netherlands was already over 50%. In the US, when we were thinking about getting into it, it was at about 2.8 to 3%. So we looked at it, it's like, holy smokes, there's this massive upside. And there's not someone sitting here to already do something at the sub 1,000 price point, because if they were, my parents wouldn't be asking me to go make it myself. So then it was like, okay, there's this business opportunity. It aligns with what I'm trying to do with my life and what I view I can help this planet with. So then it was like, well, let's do this. Well, we create the first version of the bike and it's a total disaster. We can't sell any of them. And my co-founders really lost, some confidence in the idea, right? And I just kept going back to the data and the opportunity. I'm like, guys, it's just the product miss. This is not the reality of this market. This is still a good thing for us. And we just went back to the drawing board and completely redesigned the bike. The bike back then looks nothing like the bike that we have today, because we made it foldable, we made it fat tires, higher top speed, better range, more adjustable in terms of sizing for individuals, and we made it so you didn't have to assemble it. So it was like all those things were kind of thrown into this bike that was just the complete opposite of our first iteration. But my confidence in the market really never wavered after that first failure. But like that data is what supported me of like, let's do this. Like it may not be this product, but we are going to figure out how to, break into this market.